Hey guys, happy whatever day it is, Wednesday. I'm out here doing yoga today. I do have two 5-pound weights. I'm going to show you what we're going to do with that in a little bit. I want this to be more of a, I want to say more of like a stretching focused yoga, like a vinyasa flow, but more like, I want to say yin focused because there's been a lot of like tension. Hey. Yeah, you can just leave it. I'm doing a TikTok. Yeah, you can just leave it. Yeah, sounds good. I'm doing a video.
Okay.
Thanks. Okay, sorry about that interruption. Someone came by. But anyways, so we're going to start out on our mat in a child's pose. So we're going to lean forward, kissing our forehead to the ground, and just really being intentional with this moment and just really focused on your breathing. So you're going to breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, and when you breathe in, retain at the top and then release. So you're going to breathe in, hold at the top, and release. Basically like waves crashing on a beach. Just envision yourself on that beach, on that sand, soaking in the sun and being in the moment. Envision the birds flying by, envision the sky, breathe in the salt water, breathe in everything around you. Envision that moment while you're in this pose. Let your muscles relax, let your body relax. Really meditate on this pose, really focus on the here and now, and really own in on yourself. Really take the time to focus on the here and now and really dive into what is present in this moment. And really sink your forehead to the mat while you're here in this pose, being intentional. You're breathing in, retaining, you're thinking of the ocean, you're thinking of the beach, you're thinking of the birds in the background fluttering around, you're hearing the waves crashing as you breathe in, hold at the top, and release, making the noise and the sound in the back of your throat. Breathe in. And as you slowly transition yourself, you're going to think of really transitioning to releasing that muscle tension, releasing whatever stress is held within you, releasing anything that isn't pure in your mind, pure in your heart, and pure in this moment right now. Whatever you don't need, let it go. Send it out to the ocean, send it out to the sea, send it out. Really sending it out to go. Now we're gonna slowly ease up, get on all fours, and we're gonna start with some cat-cows, looking up to the sky, tucking your tailbone under, looking up to the sky, and just really being in the moment. So you're just gonna be intentional. Then you're going to lift your left leg out behind you, your right arm out in front. If you had a tight glute or a tight hamstring, you're going to feel it in this pose. We're going to hold it here for a moment, just holding it, just slowly waking up your body. And then we're going to transition into the other side, lifting your left arm out in front, your right leg back behind, and holding it in this moment. Again, focused on your breath work. And then we're going to go back to the cat and cow pose. And we're going to tuck our head under, just really feeling the stretch in the back of your neck. Really focused on that. You can feel your lower back really stretch out in this pose. If you have tension in your lower back, just really release it. Now from this pose, I'm going to transition into a downward dog. Get your body used to this pose. You're going to walk it out on either side. And then just really feeling the stretch in your calves. Shaking your head yes, shaking your head no. Releasing that tension. Now I'm going to walk to the middle of my mat, half lift, forward fold, and then I'm going to stand tall, reach to the sky, feel the stretch, side bend to the right, center, side bend to the left, and then feel that stretch, and then clasp your hands behind your back, look up toward the sky, forward fold, releasing all of it. It just feels so good. And then you're going to twist, left hand to the ground, right hand toward the sky, feel the twist and the stretch in your lower back, and then other side as well. And then we're going to go into a plank pose. So holding the plank pose over, you're going to make sure you're in a straight line, no dipping back, nothing. Just holding it here for a moment, warming up your abs, warming up your upper back, doming out your shoulders, just really being in this pose. And then shift to a downward dog. Taking 3 breaths to regroup, and then to repeat that process again. We're going to step to the center of the mat. Half lift, forward fold, stand tall, side bend to the right, feel the stretch in your body, center, side bend to the left, feeling that stretch, and then little mini back bend, forward fold, and then twisting to the right, and then twisting to the left, and just feeling it in your body. And then plank, but I'm going to do a vinyasa. If you want to do a plank, go ahead. It's going to be a tricep push-up. You're going to stretch your neck when you go into that vinyasa. You're going to walk it back out, back into a downward dog. And then you can continue to do the side bends, but I'm going to do an inversion. Inversions are really great. I like to do them sometimes in the beginning of my practice because the inversion is so amazing for reversing blood flow and just waking up your body, being intentional. And I just like to do it just because it's so incredibly feeling in my body, and it just gets my body up and moving. So I'm going to put my hands down in front of me, leaning side to side. You can even do a Malasana yogi squat if you don't want to. The stretch in your inner thighs is so important. So you're going to put your head down, lift your legs up one by one, and then whatever your body is calling you to do. And then back down. So it feels really good for me. And if you want to reverse the blood flow, you're going to sit on your knees and then lean your body back slowly. And don't overdo it because you can overstretch your thighs. But this is a good hamstring stretch to have. And the lower you go, the deeper the stretch will be in your hamstrings or your thighs. And I always say it's a great way to reverse the blood flow if you're forward all the time. I know it's kind of crazy if you're not used to it. You can even do one leg at a time and stretch this leg out and then lean back. It's not a pose you're going to jump right into. It's going to take some practice, some stretching, some getting used to. So don't assume that you're just going to jump into it and it's going to be so incredible. So we're going to go back to a downward dog. Then we're going to lift our right leg up. We're going to step our right leg through. Pivot and plant the back leg. Lift your arms up overhead. Warrior one. Then we're going to put our right forearm to our right leg, lifting our left arm overhead, feeling the stretch in our side body. And then we're going to go to a dragonfly twist. We are warming up the hips here. It's feeling incredibly great. And we're feeling the stretch in our lower back and our thigh. Then you can do a vinyasa or go to a downward dog. We're going to repeat the process on the other side. So you're going to walk it out. Then you're going to lift your left leg high. You're going to step it through. Warrior one on this side, putting your forearm on your left leg here, feeling the stretch overhead. Then to a dragonfly twist, feeling the stretch here. It's gonna be like hit your thigh area. Vinyasa or downward dog, taking 3 breaths to regroup. Finding your breath again, because yoga is about a breathing practice first. So you want to make sure you're recentering yourself. You're focused on that. And for the next one, I'm going to do a pigeon pose. So I'm going to bend my right leg, lean it in front of me, and just lean over this pose right here and just feel it in your body. You're going to want to hold it here for a few moments so you can release the tension. Sometimes poses take a little bit longer on each side. It just depends. So just focus on how you feel on this side and what you feel right now. And then we're going to go back up, lift your right leg up. We're going to step it through back to a warrior one, forearm down. We're just going to be adding on, and then dragonfly twist, and then side plank on this side. Now, if you have a 5-pound weight, you're going to want to lift it up overhead and then tuck it under for 5 times. This is building your side core strength. And then we're going to put it down, downward dog or vinyasa, whatever your body is calling to you. Then we're going to lift our left leg up and do these poses on the other side. So half pigeon on this side, leaning over your left bent leg. And you're just going to feel this release. Sometimes it feels tighter than the other side. So don't judge your sides, because each side is different depending on what it's calling. So feeling this on this side, just staying in this pose for a few moments. And then back to a downward dog. Then you're gonna go to a warrior one, pivot and plant your right foot, lifting your arms overhead, feeling this stretch. You're gonna feel it right here in your abs. And then forearm, right arm overhead, and then back to the dragonfly twist, feeling the stretch. And then we're gonna do the plank, side plank, and then 5 of these where you tuck the 5-pound weight underneath, or whatever weight you have. Just feeling the stretch in your abs. 4. And it's important to stabilize yourself as well. And then back to a downward dog. Woo! Taking a few breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth to reground yourself. Just refocus on yourself. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk to the middle of my mat, half lift, forward fold. I'm going to stand tall. And I'm actually going to do some airplane mode things with the free weights. So if you got your free weights, you're going to step your right foot down. Your left leg's going to go up behind you. And you're basically going to reach out while you're in the airplane mode and pull in for like 10. So this is increasing your leg and ankle strength in your right leg. Try to point your toes down and keep that left leg parallel with the ground. It's not an easy pose. The lighter the weight, the easier it is. So it'll take some time to get used to, and I'm doing it on the porch, so The stability on the planks is not 100%. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we're gonna take a break for 1 second and switch sides. Whew. I'm gonna lean over for 1 moment, releasing my neck. Then I'm gonna put my left leg down and do 10 on this side. Woo. So, 1. My balance is so bad on this side. Now remember, every time you fall back out and get back in, it's not that serious. You're just building up your strength. You gotta come back in to build it up to get to where you wanna be. And that's how it is in real life. So don't judge. 7 to 8 to 9 to 10. And then I'm gonna do an ab workout here. It's gonna involve a brick, or a block. You can do it without it. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna essentially stick, it's like alternating ab workout. You're gonna wanna stick this in between here and your elbow, and then the other one comes out. If I can remember, I think it's the same one, to be honest. And then you're just gonna tuck in the other elbow to the knee on this side. But you wanna go as low as you can go. So try to do 10 on each side. If you're doing it right, you're feeling the tension in your ab. Five, 6. You can do just regular ab workout if you don't have the block. 9. Then I'm going to switch sides and do this on the other side. So I'm taking this brick or this block, tucking it in, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, for 10 of these. And then you can sit back up. And then another thing I always say to do too is to make sure when you're doing bridge that you are effectively lifting all the way up and then flattening all the way down. Years ago, I wasn't going all the way down, so you're not using good use of all of your muscles. So you want to make sure that you're doing that so that you know you're using the right back muscles when you are entering into those poses. So right now I'm just going to do some stretches to transition a few poses. So what we're going to do is gonna lift our left leg over our right, and then we're gonna lean over the legs to stretch out this inner hip area. And in yoga, and when I add weights or any other materials, you can always do some modification. So don't assume that you can't do the exercise, because it just shows you when you add some of these things in, you can get into other muscles that your body might not necessarily be able to get into. So don't assume that you can't. So we're holding this pose here. This is a great kind of hip opener. It's going to release some of the tension when you come out of the pose. It feels kind of awkward at the moment, but you just got to hold it here for a few moments. Just being really in this pose, which is so essential. And I always say it's a good idea to do some of this yoga outside because right now, I think it's only like, well, it's almost 90 degrees, but because it's so hot, it loosens up your muscles and it makes some of the poses easier to do. And it's also kind of like a detox feeling. So that's another plus. When you're exhaling out, you're releasing everything. Then we're going to stretch it out for a moment, hold it here for a second, and then we're going to switch sides. So your right leg is going to be on top of the left. So your right leg is going to be on top of the left, and then you're going to lean over this pose right here. So just lean over here. Just be intentional with right here, right now, just stretching out this inner thigh area and the hip area. Just releasing it, being one with your breath. And then we're going to sit up. I think I'm going to have to conclude my yoga for the day because I think my lawn care guy is here. So I will be back on again soon, so just follow me. I do have a YouTube channel if you want to follow me on there as well. It's under my name, Fawn Thayer, Thayer. So feel free to follow me there or on other social media sites, Fawn Thayer as well. Thank you.